All right, I think we're live now. Got to pull it up on my phone to check. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I got some new streaming software from, there's an ad. Got some new streaming software that I'm trying out wireless. I want to see how well it works, if it's laggy or whatnot. So let me know in the comments if it's working, if it makes sense, if it's not too, that's loud. If you can follow along or if it's laggy or what, if it sounds good, I don't know. This is the first time I've used it. But sounds like it's working so far. But I quit doing this a while back because when I was able to get monetized, YouTube kept denying me, saying that I was doing repetitive content. And the only thing I could think of is that it was these workouts, because I was literally doing the same legs, push, pull over and over. So thought that that wasn't useful, or I'm just trying to do the same thing. The whole point was to track my progress and to get better and see if I was getting better. So I guess they didn't like that, but this is chest day. I've changed things up a little bit. I've broken arms off into their own day. Sometimes, depends on how I feel, so I get an extra day of rest. But I already did one warm-up set with the bar before we got started for 20 reps. Now I'm doing half of my top weight, so I got 110 on the bar here. I'm gonna do 15 reps, then one more warm-up set before we hit the top set there. I like to get good and warm on these things so that I don't get injured. I'm almost 35 now. Can't just throw the heavy weights on anymore and start pumping out the reps. Gotta be careful. And I haven't been injured in a while, so hopefully today won't be the day, but you know, there it is. If I start out my workouts right now, my chest workouts with incline bench, trying to get stronger in that, fill out the upper chest, so my whole chest looks fuller overall. So I'm going to be going up to 155 now for 10 reps on the next set. And I just talk about random stuff while I'm lifting. If there's anything you have questions about, your training, diet, whatever, just throw them in the chat and I'll answer what I can. Help you out there. Just realized I never put up my safety rails here. It's not fun dropping the weight down, having to roll down my chest. We're still good here. Yep. Yeah, the video on my phone, it looks a little, I don't know, I wouldn't say laggy, but almost kind of jittery almost. Let me know what you think. I'm drinking pre-pump. I'm harder than last time. I took some of the stem kind earlier, let the caffeine hit me some. And then I like to take this right before I lift and kind of drink it throughout to keep that going, but without caffeine. So 155 now for 10 reps. And I'm gonna have everything that I do listed in the description. Everything I plan on doing is already there, but I'm gonna update it with the actual weight and reps for everything, as well as timestamps if you wanna jump ahead and see some lifts and not watch me ramble for an hour in between sets. second warm-up set, or I guess third since I did the initial set with just the bar before I started. Try to just keep it going, a steady rhythm, pump out the reps good, and just really start to feel my whole chest, upper body warming up, the blood's flowing in there, so I know I'm good to go for this heavy set. And what I used to do was go back and forth between a more hypertrophy-based workout where you're doing the higher reps, like in the 10 to 15 rep range, and then every few I'd switch and do a couple more strength training workouts in the 4 to 6 rep range. But what I found out was that I don't like going back and forth like that. So what I started doing was kind of mixing the two together, and I go up to a top heavy set and try to get 5 or 6 reps. Lately, it's been 5 with this. I got 210. I just moved up to a couple weeks ago from 205, and then I'll drop the weight about 10%, as many reps as possible, hopefully like 9 to 12 rep range. Drop a little bit more weight, like another 5 to 7%, once again, as many reps as possible. So I get that initial strength set in there, the heavier one, and then when I move down to the lighter weight sets for higher reps, it doesn't feel as heavy as it might have if that was my top set without doing the heavier one. So I've enjoyed doing it like that. It's been working for me. See my time on here. Make sure I get enough rest. And I usually work out at like, I prefer to work out around like 1 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm plenty awake, I'm warmed up, loose, I'm not stiff from sleeping. Had plenty of food by that point. After lunch, let the food digest and good to go, nice and awake. I'm awake now, but it's kind of hit and miss. I never know what's gonna happen at nighttime. But the gyms are packed right now. One of the reasons I'm in the garage and doing one of these live workouts again, so. There it is. Let's see, what time we at? All right. Can't rest forever. Get 5 reps here. Crank them out. And do this. You got this. You got this. Usually I have a spotter here, but my wife's putting the kids to bed right now. I did help brushing their teeth first before I did this, which is one of the hardest parts. Make sure the shoulders are safe, nice and warmed up. Lightweight, come on, 5 reps. Only 4 today. Like I said, it's hit and miss at nighttime. Never know how it's gonna go. But 4 is the minimum. If I'm only hitting 3, then it's gonna be a really bad day. I hit 5. I think I did. Yeah, I hit 5 2 sessions in a row, so something to keep in mind. You can't always expect to improve every time. The numbers are just a gauge to help you with your improvements and all that, but don't be too frustrated if you don't make those numbers every time. because I was stuck on 205 for, gosh, what was it? Probably like 2.5 months. Just 5 reps, sometimes 4 reps, 5 reps. Never able to get up to 6. And then, out of nowhere, on a day where baby woke up in the middle of the night, I was up with her for an hour. It was on Christmas Day. No. Yeah. It was Christmas Day, I think. Or no, it was before then. I don't remember. But got really bad sleep. Was thinking, oh, I'm definitely not going to make it today. And then I busted out 7 reps, so you never know. It when you least expect it. That's why I just keep pushing hard every time. And then eventually it works out. And you bust those numbers, get to the next one. I've hit 250 or 210 for 5 reps for 2 workouts in a row. Now I hit 4 this time, but you know, whatever. Not gonna let it get to me. That's why I always like to push to failure when I do my hard sets, so that I know, even if I don't hit that number, whatever number I hit, I was to failure, so I pushed myself as hard as I could. And as far as rest goes, I don't necessarily time my rest, like I'm checking the clock here to make sure I don't overdo it. But it's been about 2 minutes since the last set. And you wanna make sure you get enough rest so you can push hard on the next one. I'm not into like 30 to 45 second rest, get right back into it, because you're gonna be super dead. So, a 6-to-1 ratio, like up to 6 times the amount it took. So if that set took 30 seconds, that's like 3 minutes worth of rest. If it's 20 seconds, 2 minutes worth of rest, which somewhere in between there. About to get going. 185, just as many reps as possible now. So I've hit 10 before, based on what I just did. I doubt I'm gonna hit that many reps, but something to shoot for. It's just because the heavy set was not as good as I wanted, doesn't mean the rest will be like that. It's lightweight. Eight reps, it's not too bad. I thought about trying to hit 9 just then, but if I did, I probably would have ended up doing one of these, pushing my butt way off. Bad form, not good. Plus I'm gonna be doing some dumbbell flat bench after this. And I know I'm gonna be pushing myself hard on that as well, so it's all good. So this last set, dropping down to 170, as many reps as possible again. So hopefully I should hit 10, at least, maybe 11, based on those last couple sets. Got my tracker sheet over here. Keep track of what I'm doing. Obviously I don't have a description here, but that's for me, but also I have all these. I haven't used those in a while. On the back wall, it's easier to do it on paper and erase it and not get my hands all chalky constantly. But my workouts have evolved since I was doing this a year ago. Still doing the same, pretty much legs, push, pull, split. Although sometimes it's legs, push, pull, sometimes it's legs. Today I'm doing push. Don't have to be legs, just all chest. Trying to get a lot of volume, then back, then like arms. And when I do that, I'll do arms and calves together. And just do my quads, hamstrings, glutes, all that on the leg day. So it depends on how much time I have that week, what I have going on, how I'm feeling, and whatnot. Because I started doing shoulder presses first on the arm day because after doing incline and flat bench, I'm not as strong on the overhead presses, and I was about 20 pounds stronger on my lifts when I did that at the beginning of the workouts on the arm day. So my shoulders have benefited a lot from that. So don't be afraid to change things up. Just remember, push hard. That's the big thing. Yeah, the shoulders have been getting large. And I just got over a cold, so excuse my constant clearing my throat. So 170, as many reps as possible. Get good and comfortable. Today's not my day on the first day back going live, but you know, it's all good. 9 reps. Of course, there's porno comments on there. Oh, ignore that. So, next up, let me get rid of these real quick. All right. So, I'll change the setup here. Next is 3 sets of dumbbell bench press. And I don't do a warm up with this because I'm pretty much, you know, chest and shoulders are already warmed up from doing the bench pressing. I'm gonna move this over here. Sorry about all the shakiness. That'll be good, I guess, for this first set. Move it around a little bit to get some different angles. But I don't feel the need to do any kind of warm up on this because everything's already warmed up. I'm just laying flat instead of incline, which is even easier. So it shouldn't be an issue. Let's do this a little lower. There we go. Take a little bit of this apart while resting. So same with this, I do 1 heavy set, so the 100s on my first set, and it's hit and miss with this too. Shoot for like 5 reps, hopefully. Sometimes I get 4, sometimes I get 3. Then I go to 90s, then I go to 85s. I would use 95 if I had them, but I only have 70, 80, 90, 100. And the 100s are actually like, I think it's 104.5 when I weighed them when I got them. They're not the most accurate, apparently, the ones that I got, unfortunately. But, you know, what can you do? Let's see where we at on time. About 20 minutes? All right, let's do this. We're doing this and getting into dips. Here we go. Looks like I'm only getting 3 today. It's gonna be loud on the recording here. That can also be when you're missing reps like that. Obviously there's a lot that goes into it. Time of day you're working out, how much you've eaten, how much you've slept, you're stressed, and overall fatigue, just how long you've been pushing hard, how lean you are. I've been getting leaner and leaner even though I'm at the same weight. So that could be a sign of fatigue as well if I'm consistently, or you if you're working out, missing marks. I'm gonna stretch my back here real quick. Oh yeah, that popped. I could feel it. Oh, there we go. A little tight when I was picking up those dumbbells. But take some more of these weights off in between sets here. If I was at the actual gym and had more weight options, I might just take off 5 pounds, try to hit the same numbers, but I don't have that option here, so I just stick with the same weight, push myself, see how it goes. So what are we at? 23? I'll have to do the next set in just a minute. But once again, if you tune in, you got questions about training, diet, whatever, feel free to let me know or ask, and I'll try to answer what I can to help you out. This light's making the shoulders really pop. That's cool. What about the legs? All right, so 90s, as many reps as possible here. I've gotten up to 10 reps before, so the same with the 185 before, so maybe we'll get 8. Just push hard, try not to think about the numbers, but getting good reps, really feeling it in the correct muscles. Just gonna hold it there because I feel my pecs really getting tight here. Just hold them in this position. A little extra time under tension, but that also goes to show that when you're doing this, if you get tired and you pause and hold them up there, it's really not going to help you too much because you're still, once your elbows are completely locked, but even then, you're squeezing your pecs. It's going to make your next set more difficult. Not next set, but it's going to make the next reps even harder. I guess you might call that an active rest. You know what? Need some more water. 1 second. Almost done. Should have thought about bringing some extra water out here before I started. But this is actually gonna be my last push workout for about 2 weeks. Gonna go on vacation in a few days with family. So it's not too frustrating. I'm hitting fewer numbers, like I'm tired. It's later in the day, but it still feels good, getting a good pump. Yeah, you just gotta push yourself hard, get a good 2 weeks of rest. Might hit a gym, just do a couple full body workouts while I'm there, just lightweight, pump stuff really, just to do a little something, because I still enjoy it. But give my body some time to relax, rest, then get back home, jump back into it and start pushing hard and hopefully break through some plateaus. And I see it a lot, people ask online, I'm stuck at this or that, how do I break through the plateau? Just keep doing what's been doing. I mean, if it doesn't work for months, then sure, maybe try something else, but just keep going and going, and then eventually you'll start shooting through stuff, and you'll be surprised. All right, let's do this. Last set of dumbbell presses, I got the 80s now. Once again, just as many reps as possible. Hold it there again, feel my chest getting tight. Then I gotta remind myself when I go for those last reps that are hard, just to make sure to still push, focus on trying to push in, because you can start going like this and end up hurting the shoulder or something, but push up and in, lock those elbows out. That's gonna make a big difference. Strip this down real quick. Get set up for the dips. I already do this, but I forgot. So you'll have to forgive me. So one bad thing about the garage gym is having to take stuff apart, reset up for other stuff, but at the same time, you don't have to sit around waiting for other people, so that's always a big benefit. All right, so we got that. So with this, I do one semi warm-up set. I guess we'll bring this over here so we get a bit of a side view. How's that? If it'll focus. Here we go. So I do a warm-up set with 35 pounds, and then a heavy set, once again, like somewhere between 6 to 10 reps, and then one more set after that, dropping the weight down. I'm doing a drop set with that. So, 35 pounds is the warm-up set. That's for 10 reps. I'm not trying to, I can do more, obviously, especially going to failure. But the idea here is just to get a little bit of heavy weight, which is relative, obviously. If you don't do dips at all, then body weight could be difficult. but I wanna just feel the movement, get my shoulders in a comfortable position because it's warm overall, but in this position of being down like this, straining my shoulders more, I don't wanna go straight to 100 plus pounds and then get injured. Because then I'll be out for a while. So, 10 reps here. I like to stretch in this position a few times first. All right, here we go. I wish I could play some music during this, but last time I did, got copyright, not strike, but got copyright hits, and I had to mute those sections of the video, which is counterproductive for this, so we're not doing that now. So I'll just pinch my finger. That felt good. So prep the weights for the next set now. That first one felt good, no pain, no issues. So we go to the heavy set, 110 pounds, and then I'm gonna drop to 90 pounds on the last set of it. If anyone's dropping in, let me know where you're from, where you're watching, what you're doing. If you worked out today, what'd you do? I'll scoot this over. For a little more of a sideways view for this. Sorry about all the shaky movement. I think that should be good. Brighten it up a little bit. Since I'm on the dark side of the camera. All the people joining in during that are like, what in the world's going on? Might have to back it up a little more. So get the whole thing in view. There we go. That should work. A few more people joining in. Hope everyone's having a good New Year. So the way I'm doing this right now, I got 2 45s and 2 of these big rubber tins. Makes it easier to just combine them all. Once I get this for 10 reps, for 2 workouts in a row, then I'm gonna move up another 5 pounds to 115, which I'm looking forward to because then I'll just have the 2 45s and the 25. And it makes it easier. You don't have so many plates hanging down there. But, time to go. Do the hard set. All right, 110 pounds. Do a little stretch here. Whew, 7 reps, that's not too bad. Most I've done on that so far is 8, so pretty happy with that. Considering all the other lifts have been down today. Oh man, that first rep is always really heavy. And I try to focus on want to get the last one up, not just dropping down, but you're already up there. You're stronger on the eccentric. So try to let myself back down a little bit slower so you're still working the muscles during that. I'm going to move this over a little closer for the last set. Maybe like kind of here-ish. Sorry about all the camera movement. Just trying to keep it interesting for the folks that might just tune in later. Click on the timestamps. I want to see some various lifts. Oh, oops. And I looped my dip belt around one of the legs on accident. Almost pulled the whole thing over. So, yeah, brighten it up just a little more. But it is nice. Home gym, get to do what you want, when you want, not waiting on people. It's a pretty nice deal. Got a new video coming out in the next few days, talking about New Year's resolution goals, what my goals are for the next year. And that's another reason I wanted to start these live videos back, so I can track that progress throughout the year, see when I did various lifts, when they went up, how long it took to progress. And at the end of the year, I can look back at this and compare how much, obviously if I hit those goals, but if I went even further, how far I went overall. So, on this last set, I'm doing 90, as many reps as possible. Gonna drop a 45. Do as many more as I can, drop another 45. As many as I can, just body weight. So hopefully get up to around 20 reps total on this last set. So we're getting more volume here. With this set, since I'm doing those heavier sets with fewer reps, kind of make up for the volume with the drop set at the end. There's 9. Another 6 for 15 total. Let's drop this belt. Oh. 21 total. Whew. Those lightweight, just body weight ones are so difficult after that. Whole chest is just really tight and oh man, it's a good feeling, but it's tough. So, now, we're gonna move on to some dumbbell flies. I used to really love doing cable flies, so I hurt my bicep, gosh, over 2 years ago. I was curling 5-pound weights for like 6 months. I don't know, I didn't do anything for a while. Then I went to 5-pound weights, would do 15, 20 reps, and it would hurt. And I would just stay on that weight until it finally quit hurting. Then moved up to 10 pounds, and I can curl 50-pound weights again, but it took me over a year after that injury. But whenever I do cable flies, that just too much stress right there. Can't take it. So I don't do them anymore. These dumbbell ones work. I really like the pec deck machine, and I do those when I'm in the gym. But obviously I can't do that here at home. Oops, it's too bright. Angle this down a bit. But one thing, pay attention if you do that pec deck machine. Let me scoot this over some. I see a lot of people get on there and they're just going like this, and you're using a lot of your shoulder and arms to get it. Just like with bench press, pinch your shoulder blades together, put them against the bench and try to keep them there. And don't curl over when it gets more difficult. You do that and you will feel your chest pump up so much. That's why I like it, because you can get really strict. It's easy to do drop sets. You just move the pin. All right. So 3 sets of this as well, just like the dips. I do one lighter set of 10 initially, just to warm up my joints in that position, because I have messed up shoulders. They've been fine for a long time because I've been taking care of them, doing lots of warm-ups, but I don't want to do something stupid, just go right into 50-pound flies and dislocate my shoulder again or something like that. So this is a completely different movement with a really deep stretch. So I want to make sure that I'm good in that position before I do the heavy weight. So I get it up there and just bring it down slowly, pause at the bottom, back up. Because this is something you don't want to just speed through. You want to really feel that stretch. Make sure you're engaging your pecs. Same thing I was talking about with the machine. Make sure you keep your shoulder blades together as much as you can, so you're using your chest and not your front delts as much. And when a weight gets too easy, instead of moving up weight, you can always put your hands more straight. I like to keep a little bit of bend though. It puts less stress on that bicep tendon that I was saying is hurt, because I can feel it doing this sometimes, not in a painful way, but I just can tell that something's happened there before. But that felt good, no issues, nothing's hurting. So I'll be ready on the next set. Doing 50-pound weights next, shooting for 10 reps. Yeah. I'm gonna drop down to 45s and do hopefully 15. Oh, and it's also a, what am I thinking? Losing my train of thought. Oh, incline. Got a 20-degree incline for this. So not just doing straight, flat flies. Because once again, trying to focus on that upper chest. It's working. Yeah, it does look a little glitchy. It's kind of weird. But a little bit more of the upper pec emphasis, and I can really feel it stretch across these fibers right here. So that's the goal. You really want to feel what you're doing. If you just get down and pump through stuff and you're like, you feel it in your chest? Well, I mean, I feel my shoulders and my arms are kind of tired. Well, you're probably doing this and need to pinch those shoulder blades together, push with the chest. Once I learned that, shoulder pain gone almost instantly. Haven't had shoulder issues in a long time. Chest finally started growing, so it's a win-win. The only downside is you're probably gonna have to lower the weight, because you gotta learn the technique and get it right, because once you get to those heavy sets, you're gonna revert back to, I need to get this up, and use those front delts, hurt your shoulders, all that stuff. So you can, flare your elbows out still with using your chest and not going like that and collapsing in. Pinch those shoulder blades together. If anyone new's joining in, let me know where you're watching from. If you worked out today, what'd you do? Everything's linked in the description. I'm gonna put timestamps in at the end of this. Sitting at about 185 pounds now, where I've been for like 7 months or so. After my 12-pound bulk, and I'm pretty much back to the same leanness as I was when I was back at 173, so it's a pretty good feeling. I don't know why I just got the 25s again. Need the 50s. Subconsciously, I know this is my last set for a while, so let's try and make it easy. All right, 50 pounders. Same thing, keep the shoulder blades together. Feel that stretch, nice and slow. Back up. Oh, yeah, feel that. Two more. Oh, yeah. And I try not to completely lock out my arms at the top of that. And keep them a little more here, not all the way up and touching, so that it keeps more tension on the chest out the whole thing. Because even though you are using your chest still to hold it up, if you lock out at the top, you're taking a break. I'm trying to keep it engaged the whole time, so right about to like here, don't touch the weights and lock out. Man, I really feel that across here. And after every one of these workouts, I am sore, entire chest, and a little bit extra in the upper chest, which is what I want. I took some pictures a few days ago, New Year's Eve, and I could tell a big difference in the overall size of my chest from 7 months ago. Even though I've been maintaining the same weight, put on some extra muscle, lost some fat, and part of losing the fat makes your chest look bigger too, but just the upper section sticks out more, so that's cool. What you doing, honey? Why?
I don't know.
Come here. Say hi.
Hi. Bah.
Well, it's bedtime, honey. Okay. I'm almost done. I'll come up and see you in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Here, give me a hug. You're funny. Love you, baby.
Bye, Louisa.
Go get in bed. I'll be up there in a little bit. Okay. One reason I'm looking forward to a little bit of a break is the last couple weeks right here has been hurting me. I haven't been able to do any curls because just the angle, putting weight on that just hurts. And any kind of rowing that's like this or any kind of underhand grip can't do. I'm able to do lat pull downs as long as they're not too heavy. The little rowing, not where you're pulling like this, but kind of like the flat top like this, where it's a little bit of an angle. I was able to do that the other day and it felt really good with no pain. I can do like single arm rows like this without really feeling much, but that's about it. And then from just the tension right there at the bottom. I could, as I start pulling up, I could feel it. So hopefully the 2 weeks that I'm off will fix that problem. See that leg? Yeah, it's getting pretty lean there. Getting close to the end of this. Is the last set of chest stuff. I'm gonna do a little bit of shoulders and triceps. Superset. I really felt that. It was stretching big time. Oh man. It is crazy too with this weather. I was working out Christmas Day. 30, like low 30s. I was wearing 3 layers, like this shirt, a long sleeve shirt, and a jacket over top. And then some shorts and a pair of pants. And now it's like in the mid 70s and I'm wearing this and sweating. So it's crazy here. We did just have a bunch of stormy tornado weather come through. Hopefully the temperature will will start dropping again soon, so it'll feel good in here. But I'm gonna do a few supersets now. Do one kind of warm-up set. For triceps, I normally do my pulley here down like this, but same thing. That tension on my arm, like this, was really hurting. So I'm not doing that now. And I got to where I get the dumbbells and lay down and do some dumbbell extensions, kind of like skull crushers, but individual dumbbells. And I haven't had any issue. So, let's see. I'm gonna turn a little bit this way in the mirror. That's 15 reps there. Right into these dumbbell skull crusher type things. I try to really stretch it at the bottom. Oh. this whole workout you could easily do at a gym. Instead of doing stuff like dips, or you could do a dip, the dip assist machine where you get on there and change the weights. And that way you can still make it harder each time by changing the assisted amount. But another option is to do some decline bench. That's essentially the same angle and movement as doing dips, but I just prefer dips and I don't want to do decline on this with, I guess I could set up my safety rails, but it just kind of freaks me out. Like with flat, I can put on my chest, roll it down. I've done that before. Incline, I got my safety rail, it's easy to do. Decline, chop my head off, no thanks. So, just gotta figure out what works for you. So next up, excuse me, I'm gonna get the 35 pounders, shoot for like, I don't know, 12 reps or so. Look at the camera this time, or my monitor. Give my hands a rest a second before I go to the extensions. Oh, but yeah, so I was saying you could do decline bench instead. Instead of dumbbell flies, you could do cable flies, you could do the pec deck machine. You know, whatever you like best. Just substitute things that you like. And that's what I've done. I've been doing incline now for, I don't know, 2 months, maybe 3, I'm not sure. After another couple months, I'm trying to get up to 225 for 5. If I hit a plateau for too long, or once I get to that, I'm good. I'm gonna move back to flat first, flat barbell bench, and then incline dumbbell bench. And that's how I switch it up, doing the same exercises, but giving more emphasis to one or the other. Because one of my goals is to get 275 for 5 on the flat bench by the end of the year, so about 35 pounds away from that right now. But the big thing is to enjoy what you're doing and mix it up if you need to if you're not enjoying it. That's 13. So I'm gonna do one more set of each of those now. I'm gonna do a drop set. So, start with the 40s. Set this up here. I'm gonna go 40 on the lateral raises, then 30, and then 20. Just put those there. gonna be tough. It's getting hot too. There we go. Oh, I'm getting sweaty. Set my shirt on the old bench here. It's crazy too how much different you look with the pump. Just pretty much flat all down my chest, hanging out, but then as soon as you get all that blood in there, then it looks a lot bigger. All right, it's gonna be a tough one. Let's see. All right, just as many reps as possible. Drop the weight as many reps as possible. Keep doing it. 40s first. Nine-ish. That last one didn't go all the way up. But you know what? We'll count it. Mm. 10 more reps with that, and then the 20s. You're burning. That's good. 30 total reps. Sometimes, if I'm feeling fresher, like on the days that I'm not consistently doing fewer reps on everything, I'll do I'll start with the 45s and get like 6 or 7 reps. Then go down 5-pound increments the whole rack. Usually, if I'm at the gym, so like 45, 40, 30, 35, 35, 30, all the way down to 5 and get up to like 60 reps. My shoulders are on fire at the end of that. All right, pretty much the end here. With the triceps, I'm just doing, I'll zoom in just a little bit. With the triceps, I'm just doing the 40s and then the 25s. So I'm not trying to go crazy with my arms there already. I think I'll outdo my chest. My arms are too big for my chest. So I'm just trying to kind of keep them where they are, but still challenge them a bit. that looked like it went up kind of fast, but the only way to can tell when I'm done is my arms start going out like this. That's the form breaking down. Want them to go straight up. Because otherwise, start using my chest, like going to the side and get them up. Oh, they're burning. Oh, and that's it. Whew. So, that is the pull workout. I guess more of a chest focus because I'm not doing a whole lot of shoulders and arms right now. But you can see it gets a good pump. A little too bright there. But let me know down in the description, comments, whatever it's called, what you're doing, how you're working out, how it's going. If you have any questions, got lots of videos on the channel. Hope that helps. More to come, and I'll see y'all next time.